Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today's Sunday, and I thought John had to work today, so we were actually getting ready to go meet him for lunch in just a little bit. So I was getting ready, and I thought about you guys because I didn't put lashes on today, and I always think about some people saying they like it better. And so I was thinking, since I had time, I would do a quick outfit of the day, and then there are a few things that have stood out to me lately that I really liked, and then I've got two other products over here that are non-makeup related that I wanted to tell you about. I'm sure most of you know about them, but just in case there's one person out there that doesn't, I want to mention them. And but a lot of these products are some I've used for a while now, some I've just started using again, but they're just things that I really like. And the first one I'm going to show you is this, and it's the Ultra Wear Waterproof Liquid Liner by Maybelline. And I've had the black for a while, and then I got the brown. I think I got it just because I was getting something else and it was buy one get one half or something. But this is a really nice liner. I have it on today, and it's not that, you know, I don't know if you're like me, I always am trying to, it's like I've got so much stuff, I'm trying to use new stuff all the time. And it just seems like every time I go to use this, I really like it. One, I like the color. It's a good dark brown, but it's still soft enough, and I like it with, I wear a lot of plums and purples and stuff like that, and it looks good with that. And the black one's good too. I think Vanessa, the Bombshell Sweet, is the one that I heard about this from, and I think she uses the black one. And it's just easy. I notice every time I put it on, I don't have to mess with it. It just goes on perfectly. It doesn't skip. I don't have to end up filling in this side and then filling in that side to make it match and all that stuff we have to do sometimes. And I can get a good wing with it that's not too fat, not too thin. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's just easy, and it's inexpensive, and I don't think I've used it a single time and not liked it. It does last all day, and it is waterproof. You have to use, even when I go to take off my makeup with the Bioderma, it's, you know, I still have to, not struggle, but I have to make an effort to get it off, but which is good for a lot of people because some people have trouble with so that's a good product. Okay, this, I just told you guys about this one, I think 2 weeks ago. It's the Moxie, Marvelous Moxie Lip Gloss, and this one, oh gosh, is in Trailblazer. And someone asked me, how different was this than the other one we just did, which was in that nude collection? This one just has a lot more peach in it, and I love it. I've got it on today. I find myself just putting it on over like any combo. Today I put on, I didn't know what I was going to wear, so I just started off with Dior Terracotta Earth Liner, and I looked down and I thought, well, I'm going to wear my Vanilla Suede Tom Ford liner that Grace, or Tom Ford lipstick that Grace just sent me. So I put that in the center, and then it needed a little something else, and I put this on it. And it seems like every time I do that with this, I love the combo. It just makes everything better, and it's really pretty on its own. And I know it's still available at Ulta, so I really think you would like that. So that was one that I like a lot. This is an expensive product. It's the Shu Uemura Essence Absolute. And I have had this before. I think I bought the small bottle, which lasts a long time in itself. But Holly sent this to me as a gift, and she has blonde hair, and she said it was she loved it. It was the best for blondes, and I had not used it in a while. Now I've been using it again, and it is by far one of the best hair oils I have ever used. I don't know what it is different about it. I think it's, for one thing, it's kind of thinner, if you can see. And I don't know, I feel like it distributes through my hair easier, and I don't know, it just seems like whenever, that's how things happen to me. It's like I can't really express what it is I like so much about it, but I always know that I like my hair better when I use it. And I know that it's a real good like thermal protector and stuff like that. It's good to, what I do is I don't use it when my hair is wet. I go ahead and style my hair, and then when it's probably 80% dry, then I put like 2 pumps, and I just turn my head over and work it through the ends of my hair. And then as I'm using my paddle brush or my round brush, I think it gets distributed even more. And then sometimes I will just run it like right back here where my hair will get a little bit frizzier. I will run it, oh, I got a hair in my eyelashes. I will run it through, you know, but anyway, I texted her the other night and just told her thank you again because I forgot how wonderful this is. I mean, it's just, and she said herself it was a miracle worker. I mean, it's just something about it. It's camellia oil. So it is, I guess it is different than the macadamia and Moroccan oil and stuff. It might be lighter. That might be the thing, is it's just lighter. So anyway, I love that. Okay, this is something boring, but the last, what would you say, month or two, I have been getting some different sprays. I got the Urban Decay, both of them. The one that's is it Slick or something like that? Or I can't remember. The one that's supposed to be mattifying, and then I also got the other one. I can't remember the names of it now. I'll put them down here. I've already put them away. I have noticed, and I've just had all three of these just sitting on the top of my clear cube, which I wanted to mention. I've had somebody ask me, did my clear cube, has it cracked? And the answer is yes and no. The very first one that I got has not, there is not a scratch on it. It has not cracked. It is just in perfect condition. The second one that I got, which is the wide clear cube, has cracked. It's cracked on the top, and a few of my drawers have cracked. Now, I don't use the one, my original one I have on my vanity in my bedroom, and I keep like my extras, my perfume, all my Chanel Glossomers, just some specific things in there, so I'm not going in and out of it as much as my wide one. So that's what I've just thought, is that I'm using that other one so much more. Sorry, we'll just walk by. So anyway, the clear cube. So I was thinking it was just because I was using that one more. I don't think they should crack either, but that's just the answer on that. I guess I'm just going to deal with it. I know there's so many more companies now. When I got mine, that was like the first company that had kind of come out with that full cube, but now I know you can get them on eBay, and you can get them from so many companies, so we have more choices. But so I did just want to mention that because I had a few people ask me that. Okay, so I've had this and the two Urban Decay sprays sitting on top of my cube, and like I said before, I just try to use different ones, and I like this the best. Still, I've noticed that when I like my makeup the most, when I feel like it is the glowiest and I'm the happiest with it, is when I use this. And I think because those are a much finer spray, and they probably are much more of a fix, where I use this to kind of, I use this to take all of my powders and my blush and my bronzer and my foundation and everything and kind of get it kind of wet, and then I stand, either I do it with a hairdryer on warm or hot, or I stand in front of our little space heater and just, you know, dry it, and it just makes my makeup glow. And then if I feel like it's too shiny through the T-zone, then I'll go through with my Dermablend loose powder, and I don't even think I did that today. But so I still, all in all, I'm coming back to this, and I've just took my other Urban Decay. I'm trying to minimize, and that's another thing. For those of you that missed my makeup sale, I've got more. I've got more clothes, shoes, and makeup that I'm going to put on there, but I've got to wait until we ship those first, out of consideration for John, because it takes a long time to ship all of that stuff, especially when it's clothes and shoes, stuff that we have to weigh, and it's just different, you know. Some things like makeup's pretty easy because we can put it in those little shipping flat rate boxes, but so as soon as we get those shipped out, I'll have some more stuff, because I have this fantasy of getting my stuff down to nothing but my very, very, very favorites. So today I kind of went through another drawer and pulled out some MAC MSFs and some MAC blushes that I like, but they're not my favorites, and they're ones that I kind of, you know, make myself use because they're there. And just like my clothes, I want to get it down to, you know, just my favorites. And I haven't even started going through my brushes, which leads me to another thing I'm getting ready to tell you about. But anyway, so all in all, I've tried Model in a Bottle. I've tried the Scandinavia. I guess that's that same thing, which is the same maker as the Urban Decay. Brooke has the NYX Matte, and she likes that, but I have not tried that one because I don't want matte. But anyway, I'm not going to veer away from this anymore. I'm just going to stick with this. Plus, it's not that expensive, and you have the Back to MAC bottle, so you can't really beat that. And a lot of times I'll get them at the CCO for, you know, cheaper. And a lot of times the CCA will have the like rose scented or lavender scented. Those are my favorites. So, gosh, tickly. I think my face is still kind of sensitive. It's been tickling a lot easy. Okay, I think 2 more things and then my 2 wacky things and I'll let you go. This brush. This brush has been in my favorites for years and years. I just have told you about it a million times. For those of you that have just joined us, this is one of my all-time use it every day brushes, and it is the Sonia Kashuk, just her blending brush. I'm not even sure if it's, I think it might be called medium crease brush, and I've got a few of them, and really I could probably use this brush for almost everything, with exception to I might need a pencil brush to do if I wanted to do like a real, you know, a fine liner under, or a fine shadow, a thinner shadow underneath my eyes. But really you can use this for everything. I use it for putting shadow on my lid. I use it for blending, and it's good to have a couple of them, you know, to have a clean one to blend with. And I do also like, I will say, I love having my little thin brushes, like my Louise Young thin brush. Oh goodness, I'm not going to go into a brush review, but I'm just saying this is a must-have. If you don't have this brush, get it and try it. I think it's either $5 or $7.99, and I love it. So that, and then this is another thing. I've had this already, but Taylor was using it on her brows, and who did I see using this? I think it was Sanny, Miss May, was using this on her brows. Somebody else was using it, and it made me get it. And it is the Nars Single Shadow in Blondie, and I have loved this. Before this, my favorite powder was probably the Laura Mercier, but I think I like this even better. It is the perfect amount of pigment, and I've got it on today, and you can see how it defines my brows, but you can still see that there's individual hairs, you know what I mean? And it's just easy. I've done it a couple of days and just not even brushed them out afterwards, or not put brow gel on, and just gone real quick. So love that, love it. And my 2 favorite brow brushes are, this will forever be my favorite brow brush. It's the Lee Swatchier, and it's got the brow brush on one side and the spoolie on the other. And that is one of the main reasons, because I can just grab it real quick and it shows up real good because it's a different color. But this one is also one of my favorite brow brushes. Let's compare them. Okay, they're very close. I don't know if you can see how close they are. They're basically identical. This one is maybe a little bit thinner, and this one really does make maybe a more precise line. But then after I use it, I still have to find this one to use my spoolie. So, and I know like Sonia Kashuk makes a spoolie and everything, and they're easy to find, but it's just so nice to have one on the end of your brush already, just to be able to flip it around. And like I said before, Lee Swatchier is sold at Namie's, and I'm not sure if they still sell this brush, but I'm sure other people do. But so those are some of my very favorites. I was going to get into blushes, but that can be another video, because there are, I could probably pull out 10 of my favorite blushes, and probably 5 of them you guys know what they are. But anyway, so I'll do that in another video, and I'm going to try to do more of these, because in my head I always think, gosh, they know what my favorite, you know, lipstick is, or they know what my favorite blush is. But I always forget that there's new girls that are joining us and haven't been with me so long, and a lot of times I'll go through phases of wanting to use, you know, a nude blush or this or that, but I always seem to come back to the same ones, and that's the ones I'm going to show you. Okay, my 2 weird things that I want to show you is, one, this. I've talked about it before. With my new shoe adventure, I have just really realized the beauty in this product, and I found this at Target, and it was on the Band-Aid aisle. And this is so much better. I've had people tell me to just use Vaseline. I've done that one time, and I ended up staining a pair of my shoes. They were, I can't remember which ones they were now, but they were, had some suede on them, and this, you know, you think you're just putting a tiny bit on the heel, but it ends up getting everywhere. This is a much better product. It is kind of waxy. It invisibly prevents friction from shoes, instantly reduces rubbing on skin. So this is perfect, like, you know, for the tops of the toes and places like that that you couldn't put anything else, and really good for the heel. And this has saved me from blisters. So don't think that you have to get blisters to break in a new pair of shoes. And I have one of these in my purse, and I bought this one to have in my bathroom so that if I don't want to have to get it out of my purse, because a lot of times I've had to just go ahead and go, and then when I get in the car, put it on. So I want to tell you about that. And then this little miracle product here, and I'm sure 99% of you know about this, but if you don't, this is the Downy Wrinkle Releaser. This stuff is just wonderful. If you have lots of like t-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts, stuff like that, that I am funny about. I don't like to take my laundry out and like put it in a basket and go somewhere and fold it. I always fold stuff just straight. I listen to see if that, you know, if when the dryer ends, and I fold stuff right out of the dryer. But sometimes still, you know, you'll have some wrinkles in a t-shirt or a tank top. I was trying to think of the last thing I used this on that was so good. I don't know, I think it was something, but what I do is I'll go ahead and hang it up, and then I spray this all over the front and back, and then shake it on that hanger, and you will just watch all of the wrinkles just fall right out. And what I really love this for is, I remember when Brooke was a baby, and still on some of Will's like rugby shirts, any of those things that, like when Brooke was a baby, all of her dresses, when they would come out of the dryer, I would get a lot of those little cotton Ralph Lauren and Gap dresses, and the hem would be turned up. Well, you can just lay it out and then spray this right along that hem and flatten it out, and it will dry straight. You don't have to iron it. And with like Will's polo and rugby shirts, you know how the collar a lot of times will be kind of wrinkly and messed up, you can spray this and get it straightened out. Thing is any like blue jean shorts or anything that's cuffed and gets kind of wrinkly, this is good to spray on it. So this is just a must-have for you to have. Okay, I think that's it. I could go on, and I will. I'll do. Wait, let me go do my outfit. It's not real adventurous, but so today I have on the newest pair of the Mother denim jeans. These are the, oh goodness, I have to put the name down here. I can't remember the name of them, but this is the ones I got last week, and they are so comfortable. Just some of my most comfortable pair of jeans. The tank is just a loose tank from Nation. Shoes today are just my nude. They're the Stuart Weitzman. I believe they're called the Nouveau, and they're really comfortable, and I love them. They're just really good shoes. And so I could have done the green. I could have done so many things, but I just decided to go with the nude today. For accessories, I just have on my Sheila Fajl hoops, and let's see, my Jenny Bird, the Dionysus pendant and ring. My nails are, I had the shellac done it again. I can honestly say I've enjoyed it, not having them chip and not having to worry about painting them. And so far, like even the last time I put the light color, I was able to just paint right over it with that Marc Jacobs polish, and that was really neat. But this time I wanted something dark, and like this has been on a week, and there's just no chips or anything. And this is the C&D Dark Lava, and it's real pretty. I don't know if you can see, it has little sparkles in it. And I think that's it. No more accessories. Nope. And so I hope to see you guys this week a lot more. And I hope you have a good day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.